Hey, you already know this letter. You know how it usually sounds. But sometimes in Russian, this letter can sound different. And today, you'll discover a simple rule that explains it. I'm Olga, your Russian teacher. And this is lesson 22 of my super easy Russian language course for complete beginners. Alright, let's get back to the lesson. You've actually seen this before in lesson 20 when we read the name David. It's basically the same name as David in English. Remember the letter D at the end? We didn't read it like D. We read it like T. So, when the letter D is at the end of a word, it sounds like T. Now, let's read a word as an example. Take a second to read it. Yeah, we read it with T, not D. Sat. Sat means garden. Now, let's read another word. You go. Great. You've got this. That's кот. It's code, not cat. Different word. The next word is, read it yourself first. That's right. That's Vlad. It's a Russian male name. See? Nothing scary. You just read Russian words correctly. Now, let's try a longer word. This word has the letter F, like in California, the state. Don't rush, just read the word. Let's read this word together. Fast food. Fast food. The letter D is there, but the sound is T. Fast food means fast food. It comes from English, and it's a great example of a Russian accent. When speaking English, almost any Russian will say fast food with the T at the end, not fast food with a D. Let's read one more word with this rule. Don't rush, just read it slowly. Read it with me. Бутерброд. Бутерброд. So, again, at the end, T, not D. Бутерброд is just sandwich. Let's read one more word, a name you already know, from English of course. Arnold. Now, read it in Russian and don't forget today's rule. That's right. Arnold. Arnold. See? It works in any word. And this is not just about one letter. This same rule works with other letters too. Let's take the letter Z. No, it's not the number 3. It's the letter Z. Remember? 3 buzzing mosquitoes. Zzz. So far, you've read this letter like this. Now, let's see what happens when it comes At the end of a word. At the end of a word, the sounds like s. Let's start with a name, Rose. Here's how this word looks in Russian. Take a second and read it. Да, Rose. Ро, ус, rose. At the end, s, not z. Let's read one more word. Go ahead and read it. That's arbuz. Arbuz. Same thing. At the end, s. Arbuz means watermelon. One more. Try to read it. Да, глаз. Again, s, not z. Glass means an eye. And here's a word you definitely know from English. Here's how it looks in Russian. Your turn. Read it. Now, let's read it together. O, ver, size. Oversize. Yes, with s at the end. And you probably already guessed what oversize means. Да, it's oversize. So again, at the end of a word, the sounds like s. And by the way, it isn't strange at all. In English, the letter S does the similar thing too. In English, the letter S can sound s or z. And the same thing happens with the letter D in English. It can sound like D or T, just like in Russian. And just like in Russian, English does this with the letter F too. Think of two words, of and off. In this case, the letter F can sound like F or V. Now, let's go back to Russian and look at the letter V at the end of a word. Let's start with a name, Steve. Here's how this name looks in Russian. At the end of a word, the letter V sounds like F. Okay, let's read this name in Russian. You can do it. Да, that's Steve. At the end, V sounds like F. Now, let's read a Russian male name we saw in lesson 20. Your turn. That's right. That's Yakov. Yakov. It's basically James in Russian. Now, let's check out the name of a very popular dish in Russia. Plov. Plov is a rice dish with meat and spices. Try to read this one first. In Russian, that's plov, not plov. Now, let's read a longer one. Remember the male name Vlad we met earlier today? Now, let's read a full version of this name. Wanna try it on your own first? And don't forget how to read the letter V at the end. Da, that's Vladislav. 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 We read the letter V like F. Now, let's read a couple of Russian surnames. Lots of them end with the letter V. And the most famous is this one. Go ahead, read it. That's right. Ivanov. Ivanov. Again, F, not V. The surname Ivanov comes from a famous Russian name, Ivan. Let's read one more very common surname in Russia. Read it on your own first. That's right. Smirnov. 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 Again, F, not V at the end. Alright, before we finish, let's do a quick quiz. I'll show you a few words. Take a second and read them on your own. You can pause the video if you need more time. Ready? Let's check. Almaz. Almaz. Almaz means diamond. And by the way, in Russian we have an expression, глаз алмаз. That means you have a really sharp eye. Again, глаз алмаз. The next word is Lev. It's a male name, literally means lion. The last one, Madrid. Madrid. It's the capital of Spain. So, here's the big idea. In Russian, some letters can sound one way and another way at the end of a word. And now you know how to read that. If this lesson helped you, like the video and subscribe. And leave a comment to support the channel. It really helps and motivates me to keep going. Now, take a moment to pause and think about the main thing you knew from this lesson. It really helps it stick. And I'll see you in the next video. Bye!